Hey, your girl back with another one. Blessings. Blessings, everyone, with the Sunday Live. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. We're going to do a little bit of chat. Chitter. And what I'm doing right now, real quick. Real quick. What I'm doing right now is now I'm just going to pretty much, when I'm doing it, well, it's going to change. I shouldn't even mention this because I'm about to be done over here. Because y'all letting too many things happen with the glitches and some craziness. I have the full video here, but when I download it to put it over there, I don't get the full video. Until y'all figure that out, I'm going to move over there. And maybe that's God's way saying that I need to be over there because I'm wasting too much time over here. Because it ain't going to get me where I need to be. But I want to thank everybody on the tube. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank all you people that's watching and liking your girl. I really do appreciate it. So, you know what? That's where my heart and dedication should be. I shouldn't even be over here messing around. But this is where I started. And we're going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap the week up here. And then we're going to just, So we're going to go, we're going to wrap it up here. And then we're just going to go straight to the tube. And then they'll get the replay. How about that? Okay? How about that? They'll get the replay. And then we can just take it from there. We will just take it from there. Y'all see the title? Do y'all see the title? Now, as I said in the commercial trail, which I pretty much upload after this, but you guys on the tube will get it. Well, you're going to get a new video tomorrow. Then you're going to get another video on Tuesday. And then Thursday. And so forth, and then we're switching over to the tube. I am going to post it on the tube, that coming live to the tube, so you new subscribers will tune in. Doing a live on the tube is just a little bit different than doing it over here. But until you guys get familiar with me doing it on the tube, I'm not expecting anything much. But I do notice some of you guys watch my premiere, so hopefully you guys enjoy me on the tube. The only reason why I don't start with the tube, doing the lives on the tube, is because I have to do them at these times right now. When my schedule tweaks out a little bit more, then I can do it at a reasonable time. But you always can go back and watch the replay. Go leave a comment, subscribe, like your girl, because I'm sharing my life story with you. I'm sharing me with you guys. Never was afraid of the stage. Never was afraid of the mic. Never was afraid of the camera. But this one is something that I did not have in my agenda. Talking about these NARCs. No. Although I had them all in my life, my whole entire life. But God would probably just let you get to that one that, boom, wake you up. And now that we got social media and the internet and all these things, it's enlightening everyone and we're getting more educated about it. So I feel that one part of my mission is to share this. And hopefully I can help someone. All right, let's get into it. So you guys see the title. The title, we're going to start with the first title. The first title is What Hurts the NARC More Than the Discard? Now, don't freak out, y'all. I did set my timer because I think the timer works because I don't like to make them too long, just to keep some people that their attention span or maybe their time, we'll say that, maybe their time won't allow them to watch the whole thing and, they want to hear the whole thing. So I'm breaking them down into little segments, okay? What hurts the narcissist more than the discard? It do not matter. It does not matter if they discarded you or you discarded them, because when they discard you, they feel like, okay, yeah, but I can always come back. And they can come back with some, fake story or some make pretend love and the love bomb or whatever. And, because they didn't already messed your psyche all up with all that cray. Okay? With all the crazy that they put you through. And the sad thing is, just real quick, I don't know if it depends on where you are, your environment, where you discover this narcissism thing, or your age or your race, whatever, or sex or whatever. I don't know. But narcissism always been around living in the hood. And because we always come up with our own terminology with things or whatever, you just never get down to really what it is. But when you get older or you move around and things change, like, the internet or whatever, it enlightens you even more about something. So that's why probably people are talking more about narcissism than ever. Okay. I think for me, it was just the worst experience I ever felt with the worst one that woke me up, I guess. Can't say woken, that's not a word. Not a word. So I knew that before I knew what narcissism was, I knew that I was dealing with a evil entity, an evil spirit, because I've been, growing up in a spiritual family, and my grandmother was a both of my grandmothers were very, very spiritual women, and I just didn't, call it narcissism because I didn't know what that was, but I knew that I was dealing with an evil entity. And my point of this is because we are in a spiritual warfare. If you thinking that every time you get up every single day and you go to work or whatever, you're not going to encounter something from the other world, something that we don't see every day, the spiritual world, you got to be out your mind. You're going to encounter that every single day. These demons are flying around the same as flies. Insects or bugs. They're flying around and then they're looking for a vessel, some vulnerable vessel, or, some weak vessel that they can enter. And sometimes they can just enter a strong vessel for a temporary moment. Maybe that person was, not in their right mind. Maybe they was grieving. Maybe they were drunk. Maybe they were this. Maybe they were that. And then, that entity entered their body for a quick moment and it barfed it out. But not a knock. Not a knock. They took on that entity. They allowed that entity to house in their body like Section damn 8. Fire! Ha! Because the NARC, their vessel is Section damn 8. Low vibing. And it's no insult to Section 8. It's no insult to people with low income. Just make an example. But on this topic with spirituality, they're at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. So it's easy to, rent their body, invade their body. I take that back. They're like the Roach Motel. So the roaches go up in there and they get stuck in the Roach Motel, and that Roach Motel is the entity. So it ain't even no value there. It's a free housing. But when you go in there and you check in, don't check out. That's the reason why you got to get rid of these knocks. Can't be with these knocks because sometimes when you check in, you can't check out. And if you do check out, you won't check out the same. What hurts a narcissist? What hurts a narcissist, to my opinion? Nita's opinion. This is nothing written in the book. We all have our own opinions. Leave a comment if you like. If you disagree, it's okay. But what hurts these things more than the discard is, is blocking them. Blocking them on social media. Blocking them on your cell phone. Blocking them from your email. Blocking them from Facebook. Blocking them from Instagram, Twitter. It doesn't matter. LinkedIn, it really doesn't matter. Just pretty much blocking them. Now, it doesn't really matter who did the discard. It doesn't really matter. The reason why this hurts them more than the discard is because that is their easy way to have access to you. Just sitting there, big old lazy, roly-poly, glutton eating, stupid, in front of a computer or their cell phone or laptop or iPad or whatever the hell device they're using, this is an easy way for them to still have some connection in your life. Or a monkey. Or a monkey. Fire, because I didn't even write that down. I didn't write anything down. I just wrote the title. That way I wrote a little bit just so I can remember what I was going to say, but I didn't write that down. Or a monkey. That is why they always trying to infiltrate your family and your friends, and they're always sitting in the background scoping, trying to figure out, and they want us to know everything about your family and what family members you love, what family members that you don't like or whatever. They really want to know the ones that you don't really mess with, so they can connect with them and somehow kind of slip their number or whatever. You can be like, you introduce the chick to your cousins or your female cousins, or your male cousins, and one of your female cousins might be like, I miss my hair appointment. I need to get my hair done. So they know that this is the female cousin that you really don't mess with. So the narc would do this thing where they'll be like, oh, I do hair or I do nails or whatever, just to try to exchange, info with that cousin or whatever, so that, because they know when the ish hit the fan, they can go back to that cousin that you said y'all really don't get along, but they met the cousin, whether it was a family reunion or whatever, however they met them. Never let them meet some part of your family that ain't pro you, okay? Them family members that ain't pro you, ready to meet the narc, whether they know you with a narc or not. So don't ever let them do that. You tell them that's very disrespectful. If you want your hair, your nails done through my cousin, you let me know and I'll contact my cousin. Okay? But you really don't want them to spend some time together anyway. But don't ever let them do that, because at least at that point where you don't let them exchange info or anything, you could prevent them from, connecting with them later when it hit the fan. Okay? But blocking them and cutting them off to all access through family, friends, social media, whatever, hurts them more, because that is their access to your life. You can discard them and you can move on, you can move away, you can do your own thing or whatever, and they cannot connect to you any other kind of way. Now, don't get me wrong, if you have platforms such as mine, okay, it is what it is. Do they really want to come and see your platform and try to figure out, it's talking about me, it's talking about me? It doesn't even really matter. It really doesn't even really matter. That's all they're going to get. That is all they're going to get out of that. They're not going to get anything about your day, anything about your dating, anything about your personal life, anything about anyone in your house, anything, because you're not going to be talking about or displaying that on your platform when you're talking about narcissism. You got to be so discreet that they think nobody's there. They think nobody's there. And it doesn't even really matter, because it ain't their business anyway. But social media is their lifeline and their connection to you. So what they do is, if they don't have, especially if they don't have like an inside connection, they have to go to social media unless they really want to be a real creeper that would take them to a whole nother level that they don't even want to do right now, because in this day and age, they can't do it the old school way. They can't do it the old school way, jumping out of bushes with their binoculars, doo-doo, doo-doo, or whatever. And some of them just don't, they lazy as hell. They ain't gonna do that anyway. But they always want to know. Don't ever think they're not watching. Like I said, if they're watching, they have to watch you this way. And they can go back and, tell the new supply or the family members or whatever, or the monkeys, because the monkeys are watching. Everybody's watching. Everybody's stalking the new supply, whatever, and they probably mad as hell that they told the new supply you about you and everything. So if the new supply runs across whatever you're doing, that has to change up to NARC's game. Because they be like, well, yeah, the old supplier said, the NARC, they had to have a conversation with themselves, and they was like, okay. So they don't want to. So when they get to the point where they they get to the point they got to discard anybody they had that they told about you, gave your name and your information, your social security number, and whatever they want to give to drag you. But then when it backfires on them, they get a new supply, and they don't want them to ever know you ever existed, because you're doing what you have to do. You are on your new mission. You're living your best life. But this thing right here, this NARC thing right here, this is real. It's spiritual warfare, guys. It is spiritual warfare. You're not even dealing. You never was dealing with a person. I'm going to make this so damn clear. It is an entity. We are in a spiritual warfare. When you leave your vessel open, when you leave your body and your mind and your soul open to anything to just jump inside of you and take over, where you don't even control your own thoughts. It's this nasty, evil entity that's in your brain, your mouth, in your ear, just going. But they're too weak to make up their own decision to take over their own vessel and be like, I'm not going to do that. That is not what I want to be. But they get so much joy because they're listening to this evil entity that jumped into their vessels. You want to know how many evil spirits that's out there looking for someone to jump into so that they can live again? And you know how many people out there that's willing to allow this evil entity to jump into them and allow them to be what I'm trying to say, allow them to be the puppet master over them. They love that. They don't have to sign a contract or anything because it's about money. Some of them don't even care about that. They just want to live this evil life. They just want to be miserable, and they want everybody else to be miserable, and they're never going to do anything more than they're ever doing right now. So they're going out there looking for, God's children and people that got some things going on with their lives so they can get in there and destroy it. But what hurts the NARC more than anything is when you're black. Everybody black. And if you didn't have, if you're a person that you don't have a public platform or anything, you just go ghost, you're not on Facebook or any social media or whatever, and you're just, you're done. They really are like scarce around like roaches, trying to figure out what you're doing. So if they do have an inside flying monkey, that works for them. If they don't, it doesn't matter. They'll just keep making up things just to keep talking about you and keep asking certain flying monkeys or anybody like, have you ever heard? You heard for such and such? Did you see? Especially if you got a platform. Oh, did you see the last video? Oh, I don't know. They don't. I think it was about you. Because we're telling a story. Our testimony is our testimony. And nobody can stifle our testimony. So we don't go out there. Only a NARC will go out there and try to purposely put all your social security numbers and addresses and your full name, middle name, last name, everything, so everybody can know who you are. Put your picture out there. But that's not what we do. God don't like that. God don't like that. You're free to tell your testimony, but God don't like that, because if you're doing that maliciously, and you're no better than the NARC. You're just no better than the NARC, but you can tell your story. My time is there. So since my time was there, let me make sure I said everything. That hurts them more than anything. To just block. No contact. You can't write me a letter. You can't even skywrite me. You can't do nothing. You cannot do nothing. You can't whisper in somebody's ear and hope they whisper it back to me. You can't say nothing. They can't say nothing. And I told you in the commercial trail, I remember when I blocked the NARC on one particular app because they was doing too much. And then when they finally realized they were blocked on the app, and I was like, yeah, I blocked you because the NARC was cheating, lying and cheating. You wasn't pocket dialing, you was cheating and lying. So I blocked it. And then they get that NARC got mad, like, is that what you blocked me for? I told you my phone was in my pocket. Your phone can speak broken English on your way to this country. Oh, you can spell full sentence in your pocket. Oh, but you actually was, and they probably, and you know what? I'll take that back. The NARC probably was purposely doing that to see how much they can get away with, or it still could have been an accident. But I decided to block because, okay, if that's what you're gonna do, I already know. But it's okay. My time is coming. I could not wait. I could not wait. When I put that up one day and I prayed and I said, I cannot wait till my time. That NARC never knew what I meant. I could not wait till my time that I was gone and done. And it was always going to be all about me because it was my time. This is my time. You had your time. I lived through your time. And now it's my time. So you need to go back on up like a U-Haul truck. You and Roly Poly and every other NARC I ever had. Go find you something else. Do the best you can. But I guarantee you, done. I'm telling you right now, that hurts them more than the discard. Because you really cut off the easy access that they had to you. Now, with that being said, getting on to the next one. Getting on to the next. Getting on to the next one. See y'all in a minute. Be blessed.
New all free clear